Hello, I'm Martin Park. You can call me Coach. Welcome to the channel. I've personally tried and tested and lived on a wide variety of different dietary regimes. From the age of 13, when I started wanting to build some muscles, through the vegetarian, vegan, fruitarian era of my late teens and early 20s, through trying all the various established dietary regimes from low carb to high carb and everything else in between, to the dietary performance and fasting and fat loss experimentation and testing in the early years of running my own gym, and up until around the age of 35, which is when I started to lock in my own theories and techniques I've now been applying to myself and my athletes and clients for over 30 years. I call this system of eating to feed the machine. If you have a car with an internal combustion engine designed for petrol, then you would fuel that engine with gasoline, as that is what it has been built to run on. If you had a car with an electric motor instead of an internal combustion engine, then you would fuel that engine with electricity, as that is what it has been built to run on. A specific fuel for a specific machine. We humans can function on a variety of different fuel sources and combinations, as we haven't been built to run on any single fuel source. But there is a big difference between merely functioning and running optimally. Let's consider the requirements of a hypothetical 28-year-old human who has been given a 2-week holiday. Version 1 decides to go to a 2-week CrossFit boot camp where they will be training every day for up to 6 hours across all the various disciplines that are in the CrossFit Games event. Version 2 decides to do a 2-week New Zealand trail walk where they will be averaging 32 kilometers a day, 20 miles, over mostly flat but quite difficult terrain. Version 3 decides to stay at home and study for their upcoming master's exams. They're going to lock themselves away and do nothing but study. Version 4 gets the flu just before starting their holiday and they are forced to spend 1 whole week in bed dying, and another moping around at home feeling sorry for themselves as they slowly recover. Version 5 decides to go to a party island and sit around on the beach all day reading and sleeping and swimming, then go out all night dancing and drinking like a fish. This is the same person with the same food preferences and eating style. This is the same machine. But while they are the same machine, given these 5 scenarios, even for someone with no knowledge of diet and nutrition, it is easy to see that the fuel and nutrient requirements are going to be extremely different. The fuel calorie variation alone will be from around 1,800 calories on the low end to around 6,000 to 8,000 calories on the high end. Then there's the fat, carbohydrate and protein ratio differences that would need to be addressed and changed to maximize the potential health and performance aspects during each of these scenarios. So consider this. I'm allergic to citrus fruits, lemons, limes, oranges, mandarins, and if I eat them or even a small drop of their juices touches my mouth or gums, I break out in mouth ulcers. And then I have to live with pain every time I eat for over a week while they heal. Not very pleasant. I'm also unable to absorb iron from plant sources, so I have to accommodate that particular peculiarity. Here are some more things that I would have to consider when thinking of a diet plan for myself. I am predominantly a carbohydrate burner. I function better when I have a reasonable amount of protein, 20 to 30 grams at each meal. I don't like any fresh seafood. I can eat canned, tuna, salmon, sardines, etc., but I don't like fresh. It makes me feel nauseous while I'm eating it. I love hot, chili, spicy food. I don't like eating brown rice as it sometimes gives me stomach cramps, but white rice is fine. I love beans and legumes, particularly lentils, green peas, kidney beans, black beans, fresh soybeans, edamame. I don't like offal meats at all, no matter how they are cooked. I love milk and yogurt. I never eat fast food, junk food. I would rather miss a meal. I like to drink beer and wine. I don't have a sweet tooth, so I never eat cakes or chocolate or lollies, candies or biscuits. I prefer potatoes over pasta, rye bread over wheat, beef over chicken, bananas over any other fruit, and the Marvel superheroes over the DC. Sorry, Wonder Woman, I love you. And that is just me. I have one friend that, other than some cooked vegetables, eats meat and fish almost exclusively. I have another who is a vegan and has been for 25 years. There are allergies and intolerances, ethics and religious beliefs, cultures and geographies, idiosyncrasies and eccentricities, all shifting the choice barometer this way and that. So, even within the same human, the same machine, there is still no one-size-fits-all approach. No singular best way of eating that is going to be perfect under any and all circumstances. And this is what I call the Law of Nutritional Specificity. If within one human, our hypothetical human with 5 different scenarios, a constant can't be found, then how is it going to be possible to find any form of standardized singular form of eating within all the human variables that exist across the planet, from birth, adolescence, midlife, old age, menopause, pregnancy, childbirth, parenthood, loss, grief, war, change, adventures, misadventures, accidents, wins, losses, illness, disasters, love, etc. If one single human will need a huge amount of dietary variation to thrive throughout their lifetime, then all humans will need the same. No more, no less. This is where the benefits of eating to feed the machine, your machine, comes into play. With eating to feed the machine, you are not bound by one singular way, one singular eating regime that is supposed to be able to benefit you and nourish you throughout your entire life, regardless of what your circumstances are. With eating to feed the machine, you can work within the law of nutritional specificity to design a diet, a way of eating, that provides what your body needs at that particular time or particular stage of your life. A way of eating that provides you with everything that is needed so as to allow your machine to run optimally, not just merely functioning. Everyone should spend the time to get their diet right. What and how and why you eat what you eat is one of the most important decisions that you can make, as the effects of your choices, whether positive or negative, will ripple through every aspect of your life. So, get started immediately. And if you would like my help, then please visit my website. I thank you for watching, and I look forward to spending some time with you again. Bye for now.